Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are going to do a sketch of a person standing on a certain landscape, and we're going to use some inks in the clothing to highlight this drawing. So we are working mainly, let's say, with clothes to make this drawing stand out. So what we have is we'll choose the figure to stand here. His feet somewhere here, shoulders somewhere here, hand, and we have the head right there. Let's say that this is the terrain the person is like standing on, and let's make it like the edge of a cliff, sort of. And let's see that he is looking at some mountains there. Now, when it comes to mountains, we are mountains. Let's make this into a monk-like figure. I know that when we mention monks, we are talking about very specific kind of fatigues, and I think that that'll do for a very good exercise to really stand out in this contrast that we are trying to create by highlighting inks in the clothing. So right here we have some, let's grab us a slightly like richer pencil so that we can just quickly highlight some tones for our mountains. Using particularly crosshatch. Using a flatter pencil just to getting some quick fills going there. And of course, we can improve on all these details as we're going along. If you see just a bit of, like, smudging can, bring out another dimension in there. We'll gradually work our way into some additional tones here for our mountain range, and as you see that we have some shading going right through the figure for now. That is because once we put in the tones for his clothing, everything will begin to stand out. So using typical trying to drape round. So we're having one tunic like draped right around here, the other running like that. So straight and mixed folds. Light source from above, and we will begin highlighting specific so wherever you could see tones being manageable. So as we're going toward the light source, we are of course also decreasing the tones, but anything that is away from the light in this sense, like all these sharp folds in the clothing. Are usually going to like stand out. Put in a tone right here. So just with the use of some marker, we have managed to throw in certain tones to make for a contrast. Right there. Let's put in of course, depending on the sun and the direction of the light flow, this can change, but we are loosely putting in some shadows like right here. Now we have to keep in mind that when we are highlighting a figure in this way, in this like this is essentially a quick sketch. We have to make sure that any of the elements that are in the background are not going to conflict. So one very easy way of doing this is by utilizing like a software tool. For example, this pencil will actually help the pen or the marker not interfere with the figure that is standing like before us. Also, we have to make sure that all the other elements here, they have a life of their own. Like for instance, this monk is not really standing right next to the mountain. He's on this ledge right here. So any tones that will go on the ledge here will be different to the tones that the mountains will have. The mountains, of course, we have to treat them as a separate case of tones and crosshatch and right at their distance. So everything there will be like panoramic. It will not as detailed. They will probably fade out more, going toward the bottom, and that is how it usually works in like quick sketches where we have to like show a panoramic like set of landscape or a set of mountains like that. So what we're just doing is just putting in again some additional tones here and there, just an idea that we can work with. And at the end of it all, like this figure standing right here, just with the tones that we put in with the clothing, can stand out. And if we were to put in, let's say, a counter-writing pen, and in spite of that, if we are in spite of the pen that will go in now, this figure will like still stand out, because our crosshatch in this case will be, first of all, a different tool. It cannot be that same marker that we have used here. We used a Sharpie just to quickly highlight all of those different tones. And then the folds in the clothing, loosely highlight all the folds in the clothing. And we used, in this case now, for this peak for him, just some loose, lightly put in crosshatch. So there's our quick exercise in highlighting a figure, like standing against a certain background and having them contrast by using two different tools. So please do check out our content, other content. We put out content pretty much every day, so please do subscribe, keep in touch. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day.